Good evening. Bonsoir mesdames et messieurs. Bienvenue à la famille de hockey. Inline. Welcome all to the inline hockey family here at the 2024 Masters Inline Hockey World Championships. It's the gold medal match tomorrow. And to decide who's going to be in it, we have the mere formality of the semi, late, deep into the evening here in Jaca, in the northeast of Spain, nestled into the heart of the Pyrenees Mountains. It's a warm and steamy night. The late evening sunshine just dipping below the mountainside, creating a festive atmosphere here in the grounds. This Pabellón de Hielo. And a beautiful little place it is too for us to host this magnificent tournament. This is the Masters over 38s division. And these two superstar teams have battled their way through the preliminary rounds, the round robin, and landed here at the semi-finals. The French, after a shock loss to Germany in the opening match, have turned their fortunes around and replaced themselves, beating Germany in the second bite at the contest. And their fans are expecting that they might do the same thing to the titans of hockey. The men with it in their blood. The mountains from all across Canada. Maple Leafs. So much promise and weight on their shoulders. This, in every way, a clash of styles, a clash of hockey culture. Canadians uber confident earlier against a tricksy Australia side. Steady, winning at a canter. They're going to have to be much sharper because this, I think, will probably be their first really big test. They're going to have to keep their heads in the game all the way from start to finish. The French will likely pounce on every tiny little mistake. Canada have got the game to beat the French for sure. The only interesting question I've got for the Maple Leafs is, will they show us? For example, something like that might just upset the Canadians' rhythm. If they get into the rhythm, I think they're unbeatable. You heard it here first. They got to get it though. They got to find it. It's there. Sometimes they lose grip of it. And that's going to be the tell. That's going to be the tell of the Canadian side. In this semi-final, tomorrow the gold. And I'll be bringing it all to you live here on the Miwa channel on YouTube live. And follow along on miwa.com, www.miwa.org for all of the stats, information, details, and everything you could want from Hockey Site, the Excite partner of the Miwa Games, bringing us all the data. Thanks a lot to Tracy, who's been a superstar. Check her out for your club. France, understandably a little bit subdued, but when they find their form, there's not a finer side to watch. Certainly in terms of, if there's such a thing as pretty hockey, they play it pure inline. Fast, so technical. And the Canadians so confident on the puck as well and steady. It's a real battle of the minds. Canada wins the face-off. Hammond spits it back out. Indy gets a little trip. Will they call it? Might have just been a slip. Could be the same thing. Nice little poke check. Canada rushing on. Oh, trying to do it all on his own. No goal. The referee's going to call the trip. He had his hands up and the whistle was blown before it went. I think Hendy might have really preferred him just leave him try and break dance it into the back of the net. And Monsieur Roy will sit. There was probably a trip earlier on, so to be fair, the French might be feeling a little bit lucky to have gotten away with it initially. Canada with an early advantage, and we'll look forward. Oh, there you go, look at that. No goal? Really? Interesting. Visser was pretty convinced that he'd slotted it in. I think this is going to be a tough one to ref. Canadians can get rattled when things don't go their way, and it's a different game that they're used to playing, a European style of refereeing, so that could be a discipline issue that might crop up for them. And apart from those issues as mentioned, I think that Canada have got the measure of these guys. Super start, and that is the goal that they can do. Canada really, I mean, that was deadly. That was deadly. Stealthy from the corner there. It's absolutely spreading the keeper from side to side. French can play some rough stuff too. Look at this pace now. 1, 2, 3. Whoa! What a shot! What a goal! What a run for more! Just barreled through downtown, blundering through the shop like a bull, knocking over all the fine china, and then just drilling it into the top corner. France had no idea what to do with that. What do you do when a bison takes up residence in your living room? You stand back and watch. Canada 2 up in rapid succession. Side net. And the French are reeling. After taking on the Germans earlier and reviving their entire campaign, the French are rocked. They're rocked. They're getting rocked their socks off. Canadian Bears have got the meat in their teeth and they're tearing. Hammer. Smash. Darn tootin' this is timeout. 3 goals in a flash. Canada sharp as attack. And against the sides such as France and USA, who are lightning quick, precise, deadly in their own right, the only way to beat him is just never let him get the puck. So far, so good. Just had to have a little timeout of my very own there. Okay, the French have had a little hectic talk and tried to set themselves back in some kind of form. Must have done the trick because now they've got the puck. Now the Canadians will chase. Oh, mistake! Tiny little mistake that they never make. Denied by the post with a backhand that was so wicked. Denied again. Look at this. Loose pucks everywhere. The French never make mistakes like this. But when you're under this kind of pressure, as they always say in the Bear Safe manual, when you see them, walk away slowly. But when you actually see them, it all goes out the window and the fear factor takes hold. Hammond. Oh, wiggle, wriggle. Incredible movement. Canadians have really stepped up a level. Maybe this is what they needed, a different kind of challenge to really set forward. Whoa, they're looking pretty sharp. Hammer now elects to turn. Little mistake there from Canada now. One good turn deserves another. This is very dangerous. The French can certainly do stuff here, and they were smart. Not just to risk a chance, but to keep and hold possession, to set it up. Oh, great defending. Canada using the body. Bills can't hang on. Hammer gets rid of it. Blundy's struggling a little bit under some pressure. French now took a little whiff of the vapors and have woken up. Lundy passing. Oh, Route 1 hockey. 1, 2, 3. There was just, by the time they'd crossed the blue line, there was no doubt. And the French now wondering what to do in this bear attack. Which limb to sacrifice. Chuck your leg. See if you can run away. Oh, but if the French get wound up, they can flash back. They're super quick. I mean, the Canadians are quick too, and they were sharp with it, but nothing's as quick as these guys. Smart. There's that technical. A little bit better now. Well defended, the Canadians. Just right place, right time, making it hard for the French to break down. This is where they want to start. 1, 2, 3. And that's the thing that Canadians have got to interrupt. Canada could probably move forward a little bit and do that in the neutral zone rather than waiting until the French are a little bit closer in. They can get behind you awfully fast. Uncharacteristically, the French resorts to a little bit of pushing and shoving. Not completely adverse to it, not always. It's just not their game. They want to precision engineer a goal every time. Canada just get some big tools out and force it. And here's one great big lump hammer himself. And here's another to follow. Even bigger, if it's even possible. And now look, the French. Forechecking. Certainly not content to wait like the Swedes were at the vets level in the game immediately prior to this. Allowing Team USA to just completely dictate the pace and wait patiently almost forever for them to break on. Team USA winning that vets challenge and going through, and Canada, that man. Olivier Chagnon, 39-year-old forward. The way he moves, there's something about that just, it's disrupting this French keeper completely. The gaps are so wide. It's like he's got a garage door opener and he's just clicking the button every time he goes near. Opens up. Parks the car. Done and done. Oh, Canada looking absolutely wicked now. It's not necessarily their pace either. Of course, they're quick. There's no question of that. They're quick. But there's other teams that are quicker, if you can believe it, at this level even. It's just that when they're going forward, they look like they're standing still. They're not sweating. They're just moving so fast together as a unit. It's their confidence on the puck. Strong. And they're going to want to play possession for sure, and that's what they know how to do. Bundy now. Good French forecheck. That really made it hard for the Canadians to break out. They had to really think about that. 1, 2, 3, 4 chances. That wasn't on. Now that was well disrupted by the French there. That forecheck broke the Canadian breakout. If that's not a double negative in hockey, I don't know. Villaz. Talismanic player for the French. Always right up there in the mix. And then just this little mistake, such pressure, and then the French just, I've never seen that. They don't cough up pucks much. Canada right on them. Hammer. Danger of getting a nosebleed way up at the top. I think he senses this could be a quick job done and a guaranteed spot in the final. Good atmosphere now building up here in the arena as the evening settles in Jaca. The lights in the big bowl of a stadium that we're in, the big bowl of an arena, take on a particular shine, making this hockey game seem like a little piece of theater for us, particularly with the glamorous, glittering can-can costumes of the French glittering in the sunlight. Oh, wicked shot. Watch out now for Masson. The French are going to start to roll out their cannons. And a wicked wrister, almost deflected. Not quite the same forecheck as the Americans. You know, if I'm going to imagine a Stars and Stripes now firing at the Canadians, they'd have jumped right on top of him. Tried to get up his top. But the French are doing enough. Look, the Canadians really haven't been able to get a proper breakout going for a while now that the French have decided to really get stuck in. But this is dangerous. Options, 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 options. Daryl Moore, the physio, USA IIHF team physio. Giving that French keeper a bit of a massage. Loosening up his sore neck. More casual now. One and done. Except he can't stop. It's 6-0. Canada lead. 3 rapid goals before I had time to blink. There's a good few Americans lurking around in the arena, and they must be getting just an ever so slightly uncomfortable feeling in their tummy. I'm sure it's not just the fish pasta that we had for lunch yesterday. It's something more. It's this more. .4:53 left in the first half of this semi-final. Late at night here at the Masters Inline Hockey World Championships, Veterans and Legends. The gold medal matches are tomorrow, and I will be bringing them to you live. Here we go. Albert. The matching cannon to Masson. 200-pounders rolling on the ship's deck, poised at this Canadian keeper. This could turn things around. Jalinet, French superstar. He's won gold with France before. Could do it again. Masson wanting to get going. He can do the same thing that the Canadians can do. Big shot. Saved. Right off the mattresses. Jonas Duclos, 41-year-old keeper. Debutant for Team Canada. First time at these games. Shutout so far. Good work. Olivier. Great work. And Canada smart. Controlled and steady. Chagnon, he seems to be involved in everything now, Olivier. He's just on it. Little misplaced pass there. Loyer snapping on top of it. Left the French player in front to do as he pleased. Can't be affording that. That's a lucky escape. I think if the French score, particularly just before the half, changes this game. Puts Canada under a bit more pressure. Again, Chagnon. Hammer now. Littéraire, numéro 55, my number. Just checking the high goal hanger. Couldn't quite control that now. Smithers. Smolderies trying to find some space. Canada just collect again. Total possession. They've worked on this game. They know from their experience last year that this is kind of the edge that they needed. And they're using it. They've sharpened it. Kept it oiled. And now it's being used precisely for the weapon that it is. Stockdale takes his time. Good move. Easy. It was almost just trying to place it in the top drawer there, like a pair of socks. Maybe the keeper was even a bit surprised at how slightly soft that was. We're a minute left in this first half of the Masters semi-final match between, in the Masters level inline hockey, two absolute giants. 6-time gold medal winning France. Canada silver medalists. But always, always, always promising to come back with their full strength and do some real damage. Here they are. French need to go and get that puck. They're doing that. They need to hold on to it and maybe make the Canadians chase them as well too. I think the Canadians could get tired. If there's a tactic that the French could apply, it's a little bit of chase me. And maybe try to frustrate the Canadians, but so far they're shutting that down. No questions asked. Denied. Olivier Chagnon, 61 now. Having a word with the man behind him to say, watch for this. Face-off coming straight to you. Nearly does. Still on. There it is. Seconds left now in the first half. More. Oh, just magnetic sticks, magnetic puck, danger, turtle tip. Boy, they grind in front of the net, the Canadians. Hard work, good checking. Jamie Visser. Full diesel on the pelt now. Coming to back check. Albert, danger. Could have scored there, the French. Last ditch effort to do something to enliven their bench and give them hope. It's got to be a quick turnaround. Masson can do it. 14 seconds, whipped. Oh, deflected and denied. The other cannon, Albert, sends it back. Wait for the last possible second, Masson, side netting. Good work. And the Canadians, bringing the full package to this match, go to their bench with 6. France, 0. 1, 2, 3, Canada rings out. And by the looks of it, they are painting by numbers. Plan 1, Chapter 1, hold on to the puck. Part 2, Chapter 2, score. Simples. Canada's route to the semis. Beat Brazil 8-0 on day 1. Beat Italy 10-3 in their round robin at the Joker floor. Beat Sweden 6-1 in the round robin match. Beat Mexico 18-0. And then in their quarterfinal, beat a very promising Australia 6-2. Here they are now, the final hurdle before the final. Who will they meet? Team USA versus Sweden coming up right after this. Be no surprise for you to know that Daryl Moore, number 91, is on 15 points, leading the scoring with 7. Smolder's right up there, he's got 9 goals. Oh. French coming out strong in the second half, putting a little bit of pressure on the Canadians. Might have got a little comfortable on the bench there for Team Canada. It's perfectly reasonable on a tactical level for them to feel like they might want to preserve some energy, keep something a little bit in the back pocket, knowing that tomorrow could be very, very big for them. Jolinet now playing with a little bit looser shoulders. Shajera. Seen a few big matches on some big arenas, but this one wearing the maple leaf, maybe just the biggest one for him yet. Masson testing the keeper, but testing only. Jonas Duclas. Save percentage at 9.958. Probably because he's not taking that many shots. Shishia. Dangerous now, Canada coming in with purpose. Little flat on the D there, the Canadians. Shajir had to come back in and support. They're certainly drawing the French. The center of the pitch is emptied out and everyone's stuck at both ends. Deflection, didn't come very well. Canada spits it out. And again, the Canadian forecheck, sort of, let's call it a touch less energetic than others I've seen, but in terms of their positional play, they just make it so hard for the French to break out. And boy, the French want to break out. They can, it's very quick, can be precise, but they're just being denied that opportunity time and time again. First time we've seen the French actually with a little time on the puck of any significance. It'd be dangerous to let them get their eye in. Feel settled. dial in their precision. Prieur. Filippo. And again, the Canadian, just the defensive structure is just squeezes that sponge, and all the French get squirted out of their defensive end. Albert. Big figure in his own right. Going forward, he's dangerous. Look at that. Ripping through. Albert. Following along in the footsteps of Masson, the other big barrel of a man on the French team. And the French will get some relief, maybe some inspiration. And Canada will get taught a lesson because they can't go quiet. Not now. Visser. Moore. One good turn deserves another. Special effort from one individual. Masson now looking for the cross. Doesn't like it. Did get it. Couldn't push through. Oh, clever. Just a little bit too much on it. Scherer, though, collects. Doesn't deliver the proper pass. Moore can't get it. French now. A little purple patch. And because it's the French, it's a purple patch with glitter. Shiny beads. Pretty little Buffon. They play their hockey in style. They're dressed in style. Kind of an all or nothing uniform, I'd say. Love it or hate it. I'm partial. I wouldn't wear it. It's nice to look at, obviously. Canada, oh, precision, engineering, like a Swiss watch. That pass was on the ticket. Canada sending an answer straight back over the pond. Anything you can do, we can do better. Hammer now, accelerating. Great pass again, the same deal. Chagnon. What a move. It just looks so effortless. It's almost so obvious. I've got to say, I'm a little surprised that the French just don't close that down. They're normally a little bit better at that, but I wonder if the French are just a little bit overwhelmed. They've had their legs chewed off already. There's not much left of their arms. They're in the woods and they're getting eaten by bears. You let me know when I've labored that metaphor too far. I think it's got a little bit more to run, actually. A couple more. France have got to believe. When they're on the form, the French are top drawer, and that's what they've got to do. They've got to get a little bit of belief in here. They've struggled throughout this tournament. They've had to play themselves in, but they weren't up against this kind of force of nature. When they're allowed to play, they're great. Maybe the greatest, but Canada ain't allowing them to play. Not a bit of it. And if in the past you've ever heard me say, how do you shut the French down? What do you do? This is it. Masterclass. The US have a not dissimilar style to the French, relying on pace and relying on a lot of precision and detail. The injection of Bryn Morris back in the side, also adding another layer, as I've mentioned, the slight change of pace and the turning ability. Bryn likes to take Canadians for a walk. I think it's going to be a great contest should that occur in relation to the possession side of it. I think Canada have laid a marker down here. And what do you do when you just can't get the puck off of someone? What do you do when you just can't pickpocket that man? More. The score is 8-1. With 12 minutes left in the second half of the semi-final. Winners go to the gold. Guaranteed a medal. The world's currently only Masters World Championship. The only one available. The only real, true, proper, world-class competition for these good, fine, vintage men. Chagnon gets to sit for his frisky fisticuffs. It took me a while to try and put my tongue in order for that. I'll just put my teeth back in and we'll start again. Olivier gets to watch his team hang on against the French power play. Look, France still have time, and I've seen them score plenty of goals in rapid succession. Masson can do something. Blundy digging, working the problem on Hunter. He's just going to hang on to that now and dare the French to come and take it off him. What's this going to do? Can Hunter get a little bit of a bounce off the back wall? Great defense on the man disadvantage. Canada fearless. Masson, when he gets it here, he can tee these up. Wonder if he's just struggling, thinking he's not sure where to put it, but shut my mouth. Je peux fermer la bouche because Masson is a trained assassin. Well, that could make things interesting. I mean, you know, let's not start breaking out the life preservers just yet. The ship isn't sinking. But it's going in the wrong direction. Not for the French. Might be too far to go for them, but there is plenty of time. 10:29 left in the second half. We're in Jaca. The sun is set. The evening is just warming up inside. Another really big match to come following this. And the Canadians will be keen to see that occur and figure out who's going to meet them. Sweden have an enormous task ahead of them. But they did it against GB earlier. Oh, so nice. Just dingle, dangle, dongle. The whole tool shed getting broken out here by the Canadians. And not in panic mode either. It just cool. Nice little change of pace, as and when required. Stockdale with more. Stocky again, great pass, on the move, single-handed, oh dear me. He's dialed in now. Dialed in. This is a different class Canadian side to the ones I saw last year. And they weren't bad last year, but boy, oh boy. Chagnon cycling. Canadians patient. Hammer tops it up. Chagnon didn't want that one. Didn't like his chances. Turns it around in the neutral. Canada regroups. French, little on the forecheck. Getting his schoolboy hockey tricks out now. That's confidence. I think the Canadians are feeling nice now. Loosened shoulders. Things could get messy for France here. Game settling now. And despite that goal, the French really haven't lit the fireworks yet. They've got to throw on some afterburners. Might be a bit early for their final desperate attempt, but climbing a 6-goal mountain. That's Mont Blanc Glacier, up and down. Or something more like the Kootenay Pass on a December midnight. Oh, that's quick. Just in the right positions. The way that he hangs the stick back and just moves his body forward, it's just so hard to read that. And if you're defending at some kind of pace, rolling backwards, it's so difficult to read. That change of direction opens up opportunities. Canadians have just got to take it now. Just got to reach in, pluck a freshly baked chocolate croissant, stuff it in their mouths, and make a goal. I'm making an awful lot of food references. It's not because I'm watching Hammond play, not at all. I'm going to give that poor guy a complex if I'm not careful. One of the most generous men in hockey, just in case he's feeling a bit sore. He is the first person and the last person I see every championship and every time we hang out and talk who says, Pete, if you need anything, you let me know. And he pulls through every time, so. An absolute solid player and a solid mate for hockey. Nice. Look at that. Oh, hammer. Centering pass. 1, 2, 3. Still on. Wonder when the French will say, okay, throw some petrol on the fire. Gas. Gasoline, gazole. When we're just going to throw it on the fire and risk getting a little burned for the sake of warming up. I think now, 6:12 left, 8-2 is the score line. I think they just go for it. Bulos, he can do it. Shot deflected. Just fluffing up the pillows for that Canadian keeper. Jonas Duclos. Beaten only twice by some of the most deadly snipers in the game. Bulos, Masson, Albert, Loyer. Legendary names in inline. That kind of centering stretch pass. Boy, oh boy, the Canadians are really making that work for them. Here's Albert now. Not a lot of urgency with the French. Moore going for a walk underneath the Eiffel Tower. Oh, but this is danger. The French can come back. Still trickling. Whoa! What instinct! Chagnon just watched the puck trickle through and saw it there and just swung his bat overhead. He wasn't thinking about that, he just acted. It was the right action too. Great hockey. And the French captain, Yaliné, will have to sit for a little cross-check. Team Canada have done everything that they needed to do. They've certainly tested all of the plans. Everything's working. Done a full risk assessment on their way of play, and yeah, they've done enough. Maybe the only thing left now is to put some fear into their next opponent. If they're seeing this, they should be. The French are 3-2 leading up to this match. Lost to Germany in a bit of a shocker at the opening game. Beat Spain 5-1. That was a tough ask. Spain were electric at the start of this tournament, and their position in the table in the round robin doesn't really tell the story of how excellent they've been. They beat Colombia only 6-1, taking it easy then. Barely beat the Swiss 2-1. And then started to come back. My apologies, they got beaten by the Swiss 2-1 for their second loss. And we'd written them off by that point, and we thought that Sweden were supreme and we're going to book their place up higher. We'll see what they do against the US. Not out of this game yet. So yeah, that's kind of really just tumbled their way into this position. Not in the way that we're normally used to seeing them by any stretch. The French relying a little bit on some of the big guns who are traditionally super top scorers. And Visser, great little chance there. Parked right in front in the electric car charging bays, close to the front door of the French. I think he'd like to get a little goal from that position too. A favorite little spot of his. To park that 18-wheeler. France will come back for a chance at the bronze, proving that they still deserve a place somewhere on a podium. They've been there almost every single time in every single Masters ever. But they'll have to settle for bronze or less, depending on the loser of the match immediately following this. Sweden versus USA. Not a foregone conclusion. But the Canadians have to start to think that this is now. The French possibly pretty much resigned to their fate. They'll have to wake up and get busy to fight for the bronze. Always a difficult task, even for the best of us. Canada seem relaxed, confident, secure. A testament to the fact that it looks like they've really done their homework. And they needed to, based on the first few years they were here. They really did, and they've done it. And it looks like they're going to get a pass. They get an A+ for this game. The big exam yet to come. 1 minute left now. The seconds are ticking down on the clock. Canada lead. France 8-2. Canada lead France in shots 27-13. Dave Hammond, the old campaigner. Not worried, not stressed. Not in an urgent case to go and score again. They've done everything that they needed to do. Job done. Not tempted to do anything silly. And the game will play out, much to the frustration of the French, who have a style and a theatrical flair to their game that was just completely shut down and frustrated. And that's because the Canadians know exactly how to do that. Beware who meets them next. Commiserations to the French. They've just not had the tournament I think that they wanted, despite the fact that we are mere minutes away from France, just through the mountains of the Pyrenees. Beautiful little drive too. But they just didn't come packing all their weapons. Biggest takeaway from this match right now is that Canada, like a lump of granite in the Rockies, a formidable fixture to be reckoned with. I can see a certain Mr. McGrath standing, surveying the Canadians, wondering if he might be the one to make the difference if they meet. They've got to get through Sweden first. Sweden, no slouches. Stay with me right now. I'm going to go straight through to call the USA-Sweden game. Perfect time on a lazy East Coast afternoon. lazy West Coast lunch. Kick back on a Friday. Get out of work early. Come on, Americans. Take your 2 whole days of holiday you're allowed a year. Crack a tin of some very, very, very light beer. We don't want you getting crazy. And enjoy this spectacle. These boys are primed and ready, hungry, fearsome. They knew who they're going to be up against. And they've got to set down their stall and maybe try and put a bit of fear into Canada. Stand by for Sweden v USA.